is not in the background. Somebody like in their car? Hey guys,
all quiet on this end.
There you go. Now it got quiet. Anybody here on the call that hasn't introduced themselves yet? How's everybody handling the time change? Like in the dark at night?
Do we have a choice?
Yeah. It's time to get great weather down here in Florida with shorter days. What's the deal?
I know. I'm waking up earlier. I'm not sure I like this. I'm a network marketer. I like to sleep in.
I hear you.
Don't let anybody fool you. I only like this job because I get to sleep in. Don't fool you. The hours spent. I really like the hours. There we go. There's Al and Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
Hi, everybody. Hey.
Well, hey, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, Pat.
Hey, Janice.
Yes.
You and I, we told Carrie last week that we wanted her to jump out and give us her testimonial, and we forgot to call her out at the end of the call.
Well, we'll do it this week because, it's funny. I was just thinking, I wonder if every single person on here is participating in the Better Body System. You can hear results from anybody who is.
There you go. All right, you guys, all think about it. We're going to call everybody out to give us your results tonight.
Okay, let's get going because we have a special guest who'll be hopping on in a few minutes.
There you go. Janice, you want to start? Or do you want me to?
Sure.
Let me hit the record. Hang on a second.
This conference is being recorded. All callers are muted and may unmute themselves by pressing star 6.
Okay. I just saw Carolyn join us. Welcome, Carolyn. Happy to have you. So good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Monday Night Millionaire Mindset. Julie and I always have a great time preparing for it, and we do have a special guest for you this evening, and we have another special guest for you all next week. So it's really, becoming an event where people actually ask us sometimes to be on our webinars. So that's really, really great. And of course, Julie and I are invited to other people's leaders' webinars as well. And that's one of the wonderful things that I love about Yoli is that everybody's here to help each other. So by all means, when you hop on this webinar, think about a lot of you have brought some people, preferred customers as well as members into your organization. So feel free to invite them to join you on this webinar. And if we know that you're bringing good guests, we may have you be a person so that we can edify you so that you can share the results that you're getting from the business or from the products, be it Alkali, Drinking the Fun and Truth, or, of course, from the 30-day transformation system. So with that in mind, Julie, first slide, please.
Okay, well, everybody.
Okay. We have the Better Body System. We have a series of PDFs that are available. And, we have the Transformation Kit, and then we have the Elite Kit, and then we have the Executive Elite Kit. And so I just put this on here because it really does represent all of the products. And I just want to point out the branding. It's just so incredibly, remarkably, fantastically important. I know that you've been, all of you on this webinar have been on the Saturday webinars, or if not live, have listened to the recording. My own situation, which I mentioned on last Saturday's webinar, had to do with the name, the Better Body System, because I had the opportunity to meet an acquaintance of mine who was in my prior business, and we really lived in two different places, and she moved to a place about 15 minutes from me, not knowing that I had moved up here as well from Miami. She thought I was still down there. And so when we discovered that through email and a very quick conversation, we had no idea what I was doing. And when she asked me what I was doing, it was so easy to say, I'm a member of Yoli, the Better Body System. And it just rolled off my tongue. And I just literally saw her reaction to it. Her eyes kind of opened, her head turned. I couldn't see her ears, but it was like they were perking up. And of course the question, what's that? So it's the perfect opportunity. So with the name, Yoli, the Better Body System, and there's a Better Body Company, and these products and the way they look, and of course I always carry the little packets with me, we have something here that's so easy to share, and people are very aware of eye candy. And, look at this picture. It's absolutely incredible. So be sure that you always carry as much of it with you, passion. I gave her a shake of each, the vanilla and the chocolate. And I didn't have the pure or the alkali with you then, but then we walked 3 miles on Sunday night, and I brought her some alkali. So it's just a really fantastic job that the Yoli, the founders, have done for us, but it doesn't do any good just to look at it. So be sure that you take it, order extra. We'll talk about that later in the webinar today, so that you have enough to share. So Julie, with that, next slide, please. Okay, well, as you know, it was the second birthday for Yoli yesterday, so happy birthday, everybody. We're all part of this. And Julie and I, and we'll talk about who else was out there, was part of the original launch. But my gosh, how far we have come in just 2 years. And as Corey and Bobby mentioned on the Saturday webinar, again, I love those webinars, when they went to the mastermind event with some other people, some of our teammates in Yoli, leaders from around the industry could not help but comment on how we are doing it right and how far we have progressed in such a short time. And there is no company in the industry that has a luxury car program like we do and has come up with it so quickly, because we're able to. And that's, because of all of us, really, because of the what the founders have put out there for us to share, and, of course, the amount of sharing that we are doing. So, happy birthday, Yoli. Just fantastic. I'm just so excited to be a part of it. Next slide, please, Julie.
Happy birthday, Yoli.
Okay. I believe that this is Rod and Karen Nichols' new car. And, of course, it's outfitted with Yoli, the Better Body Company, on the back. And I think that the plate says, this car is paid for by Yoli, or something like that. It's just really hard to see. So we'll have to get a clear definition of what it is. But I believe that that's what it says. And so I believe that the deal is that when you get the car program, you get $600 toward, it works out a little bit more because it's for 12 months, but it's $600 toward the payment of a car, either a lease or the car purchase. And, of course, it's leased or purchased in your name, not in Yoli. And if you, for any reason, decide not to purchase one of the 3 white luxury cars, be it a Cadillac, a BMW, or a Mercedes, the company is giving you $300. And you can put that, do anything you want with it. You can put it toward a current car payment. You can, just use it for extra products. You can use it to pay bills, whatever. Now, I know that the company would love everyone who's qualified to get a new one of these cars, because it's, there's going to be an army of these Yoli white cars driving around in the very near future. So I know that I qualified last week, and Julie's about to qualify, I'm pretty sure, and there might be some others of you out there who are getting really, really close. And I know who's on this call, and I know that each one of you is absolutely capable of qualifying. You have to be 5-star gold 3 out of the 4 weeks to qualify for the luxury car flow program. Let's see. Julie, next slide, please. Okay. So both Julie and I ordered our cards this week. You can go to yolitools.com and you can order the card. It is this card, but different colors. So for every package color, be it the truth, the fun, the alkali, the passion, or the pure, there is a color. Julie chose blue. We didn't talk about it. I didn't know she ordered them. She didn't know I ordered them. And I ordered them in this color, in the passion. And the reason I ordered this is I just thought it might stand out of the pack. But as Julie pointed out, she and Terry, of course, are business partners, and she didn't think that Terry would be comfortable handing out pink cards. So there you go. And of course, that makes sense. But the thing is that there's 5 different colors, and the thing is that there's a choice for everyone, which is, by the way, why Yoli has the luxury car program, where that Yoli did not choose one car that everybody has to have. We are entrepreneurs. We're independent thinkers. We are what the luxury car program represents our industry's choice, and so the same goes for the cars. And they're really just fantastic. They're through Vistaprint, so they're extremely reasonable. I think they might be. You can order. You have a choice: shiny on one side and flat on the other. I can't exactly remember what it is. But anyway, I'm very excited to get them because it's funny. I always train about taking other people's cards as opposed to handing out your own. Even though I've always had business cards and had 2 or 3 different ones during the 2 years in Yoli, I really am excited about giving these out. Why? Because of the branding. Again, the name of the company and even the symbol, the better body, and the branding. I just really think that they're going to be a fantastic marketing tool. Although I still contend that it's very important when you do give out a card to get the information of the other person as well. But you all know that. Julie, next slide, please.
Janice, before I jump to that, I do want to pipe in here a little bit on the business cards. Just as the internet guru here, guys, Yoli has partnered with Vistaprint. So not only are you getting a fabulous price, so we all know that Vistaprint really does have probably some of the best pricing on business cards out there, but also when you're going through and you're ordering, pay attention to the different options that you have. Vistaprint has an option that's totally free of charge that they will create. They'll take the business card that you've created and make an online version of it. They will also then submit it out there to the search engines, like 100 different search engines. It doesn't cost you anymore. It just takes a couple extra minutes to go through their setup program. But make sure you do that. It also will allow you to place it locally with, I think it's Yahoo search or whatever, that you'll create your listing. So you want to make sure that you create Yoli for your account and your address as well. None of this costs any more money, but it's going to get you some added visibility out there. Now, I do know that it takes about 6 to 8 weeks for them to get that submitted out to the search engine. I don't think you're going to get a rush of traffic on it, but it's one more place, one more way, another avenue that you're going to get your name and your brand out there to people. And make sure that, you have Google Places out there. I'm just going to add a few other things out here that you can do an online version of a business card. You can put Yoli out and put your name and your address, and you sell Yoli there locally. You want to have these things out there. You want to make sure that people can find you whenever they're searching. Because you put keywords in this thing for health and weight loss, diet, nutrition. These are the keywords that you want to be using so that when people are searching, the local searches will bring you up as an option. There's links there that will take them to your website. So this is all free advertising that you want to take the time and get it out there, because people go to Google. That's number one. When they're searching for something, they're at work, they're at board, they're going to Google, and that's when they're searching. And you want to make sure that you have a local listing for yourself and for Yoli, and this will help you get that set up and started. So I just wanted to put that out there. It was really nice to see that with Vistaprint, that they had that right there as you're going through this. I was just pleased with that. Make sure that I took advantage of that. I want to make sure that you guys do as well. So with that.
That's a great idea, and imagine if everybody does it, how many people will have local listings for our
Right.
meal. That's fantastic. Excellent. Well, thank you. Okay, next slide. Okay. This is the slide that I stole from Saturday's presentation. And, again, the direct selling stats, and I'm sure that they stole it from the mastermind event that they had just come back from in Houston. And so it's really, I don't have to read all of the stats, but the point of it is that look at the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one down. Less than 1% involved, okay? And so really what we want to do, you can get involved yourself in the Direct Selling Association, okay? It's really very important because that's our industry. And they go to bat for us, even with legislation that winds its way through Congress. And we all know that Senator Orrin Hatch of Utah is a proponent of everything natural, and it's one of the reasons why the state of Utah has such a stronghold on all the network marketing companies, and why we choose to locate there. So look at the billions of dollars in revenue last year, and how widespread it is internationally. How many people, men and women. 20 years of growth, less than 1% involved. Does that tell you that there are a lot of people out there to get involved in direct selling? And look how many new people come into our industry monthly. 175,000. That's absolutely staggering. Okay? Another 300,000 around the world per week. 475,000 per week. And 2009, 2011, top 7 publicly traded MLM companies averaged 268% increase in share value. And so people say, oh, it's one of those things. It is. It's now one of those things that is attracting so many people, especially in this economy. And the products, especially Yoli products, are very, very well priced. So we don't have to worry about that. We're extraordinarily competitive, even under what so many products that are different from ours, because there's nothing like ours on the marketplace, but that like other, let's say, protein drinks are cost in the local health stores. So it really is very, very important that you understand not the numbers, but the concept of what we have here with our industry, that so many people are looking for what we have. And that's just the concept of leverage and residual income. That doesn't even count the specifics of what we have, which is the Better Body System. So it's absolutely amazing. So what I'd like to do, Julie, is you may want to find out if Jerome has joined us yet.
I was just thinking that. Jerome, are you on the call yet? Okay.
No.
Just so everybody's
Okay.
here. Yes? Yes?
I didn't say anything, and I don't hear Jerome, not yet. Okay, because he said between what?
Okay, between 9:15 and 9:30, Jerome's going to jump on the call. So don't mind us guys every couple minutes. We're just going to ask to see if he's out there on the call to bring him on yet.
Okay,
sorry,
Julie, might he be muted? If you're out there, Jerome, hit *6, and then you can come back.
I should have. I believe I gave him the moderator code, so he should be able to come right on.
Right. Okay. So I'll tell you what I'd like to do is before. Okay. There's a picture of that's our team plus a few other people. It's hard to tell who's who in these great costumes. I attended it last year, and it was fantastic, and we all were in costume. And I love the quote: "Dreams come in a size too large, so that you have to grow into them." Because you know what that reminds me of. My plan was to lose 20 pounds with the Better Body System, and so that was kind of like, I wanted to grow into it, so to speak. Like, take my time and lose it, and time. It didn't take any time at all. Although I'm not down the 20 pounds yet. But now I'm thinking 20 pounds, oh my gosh, it's going to happen so fast. And so easy that I definitely will, keep going after that. And so this quote kind of reminded me of that. So anyway, Corey DJ'd for the event. There you see him in the left-hand corner, and you see Eugene there. And let's see, Susan Moss is the barmaid in the back, and there's Finn. And honestly, I can't tell who anybody else is. So, I'm losing you, Julie. Can't hear you.
Oh,
it's all
over there. Can you hear you? Got it?
Can't understand. Yeah?
Okay, you can hear me? Okay. I just want to make sure you still hear me. I'm here. I haven't gone anywhere.
Right, okay. You're just so muffled. So this is a fantastic event, and perhaps next year we'll get even a bigger crowd to be able to go and join some of the founders. Bobby Jones was there. Oh, Bobby Jones is a policeman, but I don't see him in this particular picture. So what I'd like to do, Julie, is open it up to anybody. I think that a lot of people joined since we started the call, and so I want to welcome Andrew. How you doing? And Carolyn and Bob.
All callers are muted. All callers are unmuted.
And Patricia and Scott Davis and Terry. How are you guys?
Great.
How are you? We're so glad that you joined us. What I'd like to do is, I know that Art was sharing with us before a lot of you hopped on the phone. There were maybe 4 or 5 of us at a few minutes before the top of the hour. So Art, we'll start with A. Would you share with everyone how long you've been on the Better Body System and what your results are thus far?
Well, right now we had 4 days, and in 4 days, that was this morning, and in 4 days I'm down 11 pounds.
That's crazy.
And I'm loving it. I've got a goal for 30 pounds.
Excellent.
I will have some before and after pictures, but I'm going to wait until like day 7 or day 10. So there'll be a lot of drastic change there. This is
Sure.
only day 4. But we're loving it. I mean, and just like everybody's been saying, I mean, not only, does it work, but it tastes good. And, I'm a junk food junkie, and you can tell by my waistline. And the thing that was really amazing to me is with what we have and what they lay out for you step by step. There's no question about it. It's very simple. And I haven't been hungry. I haven't had munchies or anything. But again, this is day 4, so and I'm sure it'll remain the same way. But to me, that was just really amazing.
Thank you for sharing. That's fantastic, and congratulations on your success, Art. That is great. And you know what? It won't change. The reason why I haven't cheated is because I'm not hungry. It just
That's right.
totally satisfies my sweet tooth and my hunger level. So I think that you're going to find that it's going to be consistent. That's fantastic. Okay, so let's go to another A. Al Farnham, you're on the program, yes? Al, you out there?
Yeah. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Go
Can you
ahead.
hear me?
Share. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm on the program 2 weeks, down 11 pounds. Art's doing better than I am, but I found that I have some struggles when there's family get-togethers and whatnot, and you eat things that you shouldn't, and I go back up, but then I go right back down the next day. So it's the thing, great products, great taste, and not really hungry during the day, and the passion's great to keep the energy level up. So it's just great.
Fantastic. And I'd like to make a comment about that, Al. When people do reach their goal, you'll always want to keep product on hand beyond your goal, because just like Al said, when, there are times, and especially with the holidays coming up, and you want to make it look, effortless. In other words, if you're, and everybody on this call is in the business, so you don't want to say, oh, I'm on the Better Body System, and then you go through the holidays with family and friends, and you say, I can't eat. Well, no one's going to follow you, because and so the truth of it is that you can eat real food with this system, number 1. And number 2, when you do gain a pound or 2, you go right back on to the next day, have your shakes, have your passion in the morning for your energy, have your shakes, always take your alkali, and you're going to go right back to your desired weight. just like you've already experienced, Al. So I'm glad that you brought that up. So terrific, and congratulations on your success. You know, it's funny. They were saying that people say, oh, I only lost 11 pounds, and somebody lost 11 pounds in 4 days. I've done so many diets in my life, Al, and it's taken me 2.5 months to lose 10 pounds. You know, you go to a place like Weight Watchers or Jenny Craig or something, they get you on the scale, and they go, oh, my God, that's great. You've lost 0.2 this week, or 0.6, 0.4. Am I right? It's a lot of, right? I mean, it's crazy. And here, it's almost like, is there something wrong with my scale? It's really unbelievable. So it's very, very exciting. Okay, let's see. Next, I'm just going down this list. Andrew, are you on the Better Body System? I don't know that you are.
Not yet, no.
Okay. How are you? It was great meeting you in person at the summit.
Say it again?
I said it was wonderful meeting you in person at the summit.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I'm on the products. I'm on this Truth and Fun and Alkalite every day, and I love that, and it's been phenomenal.
Excellent. And a lot of people are losing weight. I mean, if that's what they want to do, you know, and with just the Alkalite and the Fun. Fantastic. Okay, Bob, are you on the Better Body System?
Yeah, can we check? See Jerome is out there?
Sure.
Jerome, are you out there yet? Okay, not yet.
Hey, Bob, are you on the Better Body System? Maybe he can't hear me. Carolyn, you are, right?
I'm on the Better Body System. I just completed week 1.
Okay.
Down 12 pounds, 3 inches off my weight, 6 inches total.
Wow. 7 days, down 12 pounds, 3 inches off your waist, and 6 inches total.
Yes.
Wow, fantastic. I'm writing all this down because these are great things to share with people as you're talking to them. That is great, Carolyn. I know we've talked pretty extensively about this, and I know how excited you are. And are you ever hungry?
No, and I want to give Julie a little picture because she said that testing the pH was important. And I know that I attribute my weight loss success or part of it to that because I just kept pumping the Alkalite. I mean, the 2 bottles in the box doesn't cut it. You need more.
Right.
The other thing that Julie said was, if you're hungry, eat protein.
Right, exactly. Yeah, because Robbie had said that at the very, very beginning because people were saying, well, what if I'm hungry? She said, eat more protein. You know, so that's exactly right. You know, don't go back to the carbs, you know, or the sweets.
And I just in the Alkalite to keep me alkaline versus acidic makes my body work better, and obviously the scale said, yeah.
Correct. Excellent. Well, thank you for sharing, and congratulations on your success. And Carrie, see, it's a week later, but here we are. Please share. Carrie, you out there?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, Carrie. Thank you. Please share.
How are you? Muted. I am on week 3 right now, so after my 2-week results is 15 pounds and 5 inches from my waist.
Oh, my God.
And I am just, the only problem I find with the program is I actually have to force myself to eat when I'm supposed to because I'm just not hungry.
Yeah, because the shakes are filling you up and a little bit of protein every couple of
hours. So I have to, almost set a timer to force myself, otherwise I'll forget to eat.
That's not a bad problem.
No. It's a problem, but it's a very, very good problem. But even just posting my results, you're talking about how it takes so long with other programs and stuff to lose. I was a former Weight Watchers member, so that point 4, I can relate to what you said.
Oh, my God. And in Jenny Craig, they ring a bell. It's so annoying.
Yeah. And I actually just posted my results, and I actually just pulled somebody away from the Herbalife program because she's been on
really?
She's been on it for 2 months, lost 5 pounds in 1 inch.
Wow. That's the thing, honestly, I don't really care what I weigh as long as the inches are gone. And the inches fall off through the middle, like Art was saying that he's down a couple of belt notches. And the men are saying, they're having to replace their belts. And even Anna Burns, who's so in shape, her waist just disappeared. And her belt was like flapping in the wind out in Utah. It was really kind of funny. And so, Terry, that's fantastic. And you got a new prospect just posting it. That's excellent. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Excited. Okay, Christopher, are you on the program? You can unmute. I'm not sure if you're on it. Okay, and JR, you are, right? JR?
No, I'm not on it. I'm not on it. I'm not on it yet. I will be on it this month when I get my shipment in. Something I shared with Jay this morning on this call was from Utah date until now, I've lost 7 more pounds just by drinking the fun drink.
Fantastic. I was going to mention that you have lost how many pounds since the beginning of Yoli with the Alphalete and the Fun?
I have lost a total of 107 pounds.
Unbelievable. And you look fantastic. That is amazing. That is great. Okay, before we go to the next person, Jerome, have you arrived yet on our call this evening? Oh, okay. Nina, how about you? How are you? And are you on the Better Body system yet? Hit *6, or maybe it's an open line already. Nina, do I hear you? And Al just added he added.
Yeah,
oh, okay. Go ahead, Nina. Can't hear you. Okay, let's go to Patricia. Patricia, are you on the system? Not sure why we're having trouble with people coming in. And Scott, how
Hi,
about you?
Janice. Can you hear me?
Yes, who is this?
Janice, this is Patricia.
Hey, Patricia, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am excellent. Are you on the Better Body system?
I am. I'm on day 12, or just finishing day 12, and
Okay.
I'm down 12 pounds and 4 inches off my waist. So I am thrilled.
Oh, that is great. Is everybody out shopping? I go to my other closet to grab my clothes that I couldn't get into.
Yeah, exactly. And my son is on it as well. And so he's day 12 too, and he's lost 16.8 pounds.
Wow, how old is your son?
He's 21.
Wow, 16.8 pounds. And he's on day 12 also?
Yes, he is, yeah. And we love the products. Everything tastes great, energy from the passion. He likes to run, and he noticed a huge difference on, his ability to focus on his run and just be able to run longer and everything. So, we love everything. We're having a good time losing weight.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add up all of these pounds and inches, and I'm going to send an email out. I'll post it on Facebook that on our team call Monday night, as a team, I'll add Julie's and mine, how many inches we've all lost in pounds.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
Okay, so let me go back. Patricia, thank you, and congratulate your son as well. So, okay, and Nina, were you able to hop out? Can we hear you? And how about Scott Davis? How you doing?
Scott is here. I'm here, and I'm doing fantastic.
Oh, Scott, please share.
16.2 pounds in 13 days.
Wow. Fantastic. How exciting. And have you bothered to measure inches yet?
I have. I'm down over 4 inches in my waist. In fact, I'm traveling right now, so I'm in upstate New York. And when I was packing last night, I got out my usual pants that I normally wear, and I told my wife, I says, wow, I need to get some new pants when I get home. And she just says, well, let's just wait till Christmas, and we're all just going to get a new wardrobe.
That's fantastic. Unbelievable. Yeah, because 4 inches and 16.2 pounds, you're going to need some new clothes. And Patricia, has your son's lost inches too? Do you know how many inches? I want to make my Facebook thing really good, but I want it to be accurate.
No, we measured him on day 1, and so we're going to wait to day 14 to measure him again.
Gotcha. Oh, we got 2 more days. Okay, well, shoot me an email when you do that. Great.
Okay, I'll do that.
Is there anybody I missed who is on the system who didn't have a chance to speak? Okay, fantastic. Okay, Jerome, do we have you yet? Julie, are you there?
I'm here. He did say, it was between 9:15 and 9:30 before you get on the call, because
okay, no problem.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dennis, I'll share something with the crowd here today. Guys, about a month ago, I brought on 2 different new members. Actually, one was a gentleman. He was in Terry's business. He had ordered some firewood. And another woman, she came on board. She's actually, I've told you guys about her, I believe, or most of you have been on the call. She's the one that I ordered my pH strip 6 test from, that I've shared with you guys out there. And both of these 2 people came on because they were sold on Alkali. They were totally enthralled with the Alkali product. They've both been taking it. Pam came in. She's actually has it marketing on her website. She actually just got that all done today. So we're up there on her website. She ordered like $500 worth of Alkali. She did our promo. The other gentleman came in, he did the free trial, and then he upgraded, and he bought the 3 bottles, where he got the special, so he wound up getting like 5 bottles for the price of 3. Well, today, unexpectedly, I looked in my back office, and I saw that I had this 250 new volume that I had no idea where it came from. So I kind of started digging around, and here I found out that it's the one gentleman that you can get his 2 bottles every month. He orders the promo of, I think it's buy 10 and get 12 or whatever it is, but it's like 250 in volume. And I'm like, wow. So I picked up the phone and I called him. And I was like, wow, Chad, I said, I guess the Alkali is really working for you. You just ordered it in bulk quantities. It is working. It's working great. And he said, I was going to run out before my next auto ship. I'm taking so many capsules per day. And when I called customer service to see if I could, up my auto ship, they told me about this great promotion that they had. And when I did the numbers, it just made sense with as much Alkali as I'm taking to buy the promo. I'm getting a much better deal. In that conversation, he said, my wife is really, really happy with all the results as much as I am. I have a lot of energy, more energy than I have. I'm running around. And he said, I've even lost a couple pounds. And he said, I haven't changed anything in my diet or anything I'm doing except that I've added Alkali. And it has to be. He says, and I know I need to lose 20 or 30 pounds. He says, matter of fact, so does my wife. Well, you guys, you know me. You know I stepped right through that door and brought up the Better Body System. So he is now going to do his due diligence. He's very interested in the Better Body System. And him and his wife, probably by the end of this week, will be coming on with the system. The moral of that story is 2 things. Our customer service will upsell your people for you. All right? All he wanted to do was call and just get his auto ship moved up, and customer service did their job, and they took him from ordering 2 bottles 2 weeks earlier to doing an entire promo and ordering that extra volume in there for me. And because I picked up the phone to talk to him about that order, I now got the sale for the Better Body System. Okay, I got to be able to talk about it. I got to introduce it to him, tell him all about it, get him excited about it, to the point that him and his wife were probably going to do this together. So Pam happened to call me today. She just got a website up, and we started talking. And she's an older woman. She's in her 60s, I believe. She does wheat grass. She's always been on an extremely alkaline diet. She doesn't really have very much weight to lose. She's not looking to lose weight. She hasn't even thought about it. But we started chatting about the other products because she's obviously, because she's a member, even though she's promoting the Alkali, she wanted to put a little blurb in there about our other products that we have. So I started telling her about the Better Body System, and she turns around and she says, that little belly that I have, you guys are really losing all these inches. She goes, no matter what I do, I just can't get rid of these inches right around my waistline. You know what? I think I need to go order and try this system for a month. So the point is make sure that you stay in contact with your members and with your preferred customers. It's not that you're calling up to sell them, but the conversations you have will lead openings that you can start talking about this. Had I not picked up the phone and called both of these guys, I would not be able to get their sales in them. They would not have that volume in my organization this month. So just because you already have them in your organization, don't forget about them. Call them up, see how they're doing, see what's working for them, see what's not working. I know Jason Mellinger told me that he had a new preferred customer a while back, called up about 6 weeks into it to see how he was doing, and for whatever reason, he had not gotten his first order, and it was not really Yoli's fault, it was a FedEx or UPS issue. But had he not picked up the phone, he probably would have lost that customer completely. But instead, he got him on the phone, he made sure that we found his order, we got it redelivered to him, he's a happy camper now. So I just want to make sure that you guys know to stay in touch with your members and your preferred customers. It's going to do you and your organization a really good. You're going to grow your organization because it's going to appreciate the phone calls that you put out there to them.
You know what? That's great advice, Julie. And you and I had talked about that a little bit earlier today. The other reason why it's so important to talk to your customers is we have a support group. We're on this webinar tonight together. We're on Facebook. We have the chat board in the back of the Yoli office, but they're not as connected, and so they want to know ideas. So when I started one of my preferred customers this past week, she asked me, she was smart. She emailed, she said, give me any tips that you have. So I shot her over email just based on, the time that I've been doing it and what's been helpful and, ideas of things to eat and be prepared so that when you're hungry, you grab stuff that's healthy as opposed to maybe especially if you're in a household with, children and that sort of, you have other things in the house and you're tempted. And so it's very, very important that they also feel part of what's going on, and they're not necessarily a part of our Yoli community. So, Julie, thank you for that information. It's critical, and it will keep a person engaged. It will give them information, and then they're going to feel empowered to share it with other people. So not only are you helping them with their weight loss, which is, of course, the most important thing, or their muscle gain, but you're also helping your business. So, okay. Julie, do we have Jerome yet?
I don't know. I've Facebooked at this point, but I'm not hearing from him. Jerome?
Well, you know what? I think we're going to have him on another time.
I think so. I'm assuming that he's going to have gotten pulled up with his training. People, I am so sorry.
Right. Well, you know what? Next week, make the announcement next week, and maybe we'll have them both, and we'll just split the call in half. Because they're both in this, they have a lot in common.
Absolutely. Everybody, next week, Diane Cumberland is going to be our special speaker. I promise you we will get you guys on the line for next week. We really want to go over about how to use this system for your muscle mass, for gaining weight and gaining muscle and increasing your strength. There's a whole other side of this besides losing weight. And I know many of you know how to go out and approach people with that. I find it very hard for me to go out there and approach heavier set people just because it's my family, my friends, the people that I hang out with, because me and Terry are very healthy and we're very active, that's who we're hanging around with. So we are around fitness trainers, we're around healthy people, and they do want to try. Some of them want to gain muscle mass. They want to use this a different way, and we do need to know and train everybody on how to approach those people as well. The only Better Body System is about a better body. It's not necessarily about just losing weight. It's about creating a better body. So, next week, look forward to Diane Cumberland, and if Jerome is available, we will definitely get him up here again for next week. I do apologize. I'm sure he just got tied up at his gym here tonight. So,
right,
anyway,
and Julie, if Jerome has a client at the same time, like maybe every Monday, which is probably what he does, maybe we'll have Diane come on first, and then he can come on second.
That sounds like a plan.
So, all right. Well, everyone, thank you so much. I'm going to add up these numbers, and I'm going to put a post on Facebook, and you can share it if you want on your own site. So, Julie, thank you very, very much. I appreciate it, and you all have a great week. And keep up the good work, and congratulations to every one of you.
Thank you.
Good night, all.
Good night, everyone. Bye.
Good night.
Good night.